Hey you guys, this is Sasha and welcome back to my secret pregnancy update week 9. So I am so excited to almost be 10 weeks. Today I'm actually 9 weeks and 5 days and a lot has happened since my last video. So if you're interested in watching, I'm gonna jump right in. So first of all, this week, the baby is the size of a pecan and about 1 inch from crown to rump. And that's very exciting. I'm super happy that everything's going well. No spotting, no cramping, stuff like that. But and baby is now officially deemed a fetus, so he or she has upgraded from an embryo now to a fetus. So that is very exciting news in this week, and I'm super excited because I'm so close to the double digits, and it's like I'm getting closer to finding out what they are and all kind of good stuff. So before I get too far in depth, the best moment of the week I think was being a support at the funeral of my friend who had a stillbirth that I talked about in week 8's video. And if you haven't seen that, I will link it below. But I just was so proud of myself. And so I really think that was the best moment of the week. But I'll talk about that in the emotions section. All right, so physical symptoms. This week I threw up for the first time this pregnancy. I've been feeling really nauseous. We had came back from being out of town and just everything went wrong. Everything went wrong and I threw up and it was quite gross, and I had to stay off from work because not only did I throw up, I couldn't stop throwing up and I just need to rest, and I felt dehydrated and it was off and on. But thank goodness that kind of faded away, and so now I'm doing much better and I feel pretty good. My acne, which I will insert the clip with no makeup on, is been really bad, but this is actually a cleared up version, which you see on the screen now. And so that's been a lot. I've been doing like facial masks and things like that, which makes me think that it's gonna be another girl, only because all this stuff that happened when I was pregnant with my daughter Shalaya, who had passed in October, and it's just a lot. And my face, one day I looked like I had been stung by like mosquitoes or something. It was a mess. So that's been going on with me physically. I'm still exhausted. I'm still having trouble sleeping. I think this pregnancy I'm gonna have to invest in a maternity pillow. Oh, they're so expensive. But I probably have not purchased one yet. I'll let you know when I purchase one, but I've not purchased one yet. when I get really uncomfortable, I just put a pillow in between my legs and make it work and do some fluffing here and some stuff there. I bought the Doppler. It has not come in. It was misshipped to New Jersey, so I'm calling trying to get that done. So seeing this is a pregnancy after a loss, a full-term loss, my anxiety is a little bit up by not having a Doppler, but I'm a very faith-based person, so if this baby is meant to be healthy and alive and have all the blessings that God has for it, then it's going to happen whether I have a Doppler or not. And nor do I believe if I would have had a Doppler last pregnancy that would have prevented Shalaya from passing. I just don't feel like that's the case for me. Some people feel differently. So hopefully by week 10's update, I will have heard the heartbeat and can show you guys and all the rest of that stuff and get a review on the Doppler that I have. But right now, TBA, guys, TBA, to be announced. So the next part is emotional, and I guess my first one that I will discuss is maybe physical / emotional. When I am at work, my hormones are through the roof, and I'm a high school teacher. And let me tell you, my irritation is through the roof. I don't have that many more days go, and by the time you guys see this, it will either be like the end of the school year or we'll already be on summer break. But I'm excited about that because we're closer to posting these live. But OMG, like, work is a struggle. Like, everything irritates me, but my students don't know and my coworkers don't know. I'm trying to wait until I get out of the first trimester to tell everyone. And so it has been a struggle. I'm wearing like big clothes, but like my giveaway is my irritation. And today there was a fight, and it was close to my room because I work at the high school, and I could have went out there, but I kind of had to make up a story. I was like, you know, I'm going to let the males handle that because I know that I'm pregnant and I need to be cautious and I don't need to be trying to break up fights. So all kind of stuff. But in terms of emotional, I did stated that my friend had a stillbirth in my week 8 pregnancy update, and her son had his funeral on this past Saturday, and I was able to attend, and it was at the same church as my daughter's funeral with the same funeral home. And it was hard. It was definitely very emotional for me. I was very emotional all week because it does grieve your spirit. If you have never lost a child or had a miscarriage or things like that, it is extremely difficult because the reality is your mind goes back to your pain, and you kind of, for me, I wish I could shield people from that pain, but that's not necessarily realistic. They have to experience whatever it is that they're meant to go through. And so all I could do is give her my support and my love and let her know that I was there. Even if it's little things, even if it's just bringing you food or playing with your kids or, you know, giving you a smile or, you know, making a slight joke to crack the mood. Because we as bereaved parents live this every day. And I think sometimes people in their grief, they don't realize that we're never the same afterwards. It doesn't matter how many more children we are able to have or how great the moment may seem. There's always a moment where anything can trigger it. And so my heart was just there and open with her and grieving with her or laughing with her or crying with her, whatever I needed to be, because this is a very delicate process. And even though this is not her first child that she had lost, I think just going through it again that much after so much time later, because it had been 14 years, was just different. And it was more closure for her because things that were done this time weren't necessarily there. People and support. I don't think she had ever had someone who had lost a child in close proximity to when she lost her child there the first go round. So it was definitely different, and I was really blessed and honored that she looks at me as such a courageous woman, because I really just try to do what a lot of, you know, you guys who subscribe to me and those who have watched my videos, just try to stay encouraged. Even if you deal with infertility, all of that is a struggle, and people really don't understand what a toll that can take on you. So that definitely was on my mind and jogged up a lot of memories and feelings that I hadn't had in a while, in a few months. So that was different. Mother's Day is also approaching. It is this Sunday, and we had a nice grief group. I absolutely adore my grief group. They are so good at working with whatever grief phase you are at. And so because I am a newly bereaved mom and I'm pregnant again, my emotions are high and low and high and low and high and low. And some days I'm very emotional. I can look at a picture of Shalaya and break down and cry. And sometimes I don't feel like I have the strength to cry. And sometimes I feel like if I grieve so hard, this child is feeling it. So I know that might sound crazy, but it's like a roller coaster. It's always up and down, and I don't never know what the day is gonna bring. So I just really enjoy that the counselors and the people in the group are so understanding, so comforting to us. It really just makes me feel really good as someone who is new in this bereavement journey. With that being said, I have not shared with my group about my pregnancy. I hope to in the next month, but it's very delicate when you're in a group of loss to tell them that you are pregnant. And that's a whole nother separate video in itself, which hopefully I'll make one day. If not, you know, comment below to remind me, hey, I would really like to know, could you share your experience on how you tell people who have lost that you're pregnant? And I have no problem doing that. I really want to assist as many people as I can. And you don't have to have lost a child in order to be able to be understanding when you get pregnant and maybe someone that you know or a coworker has experienced a loss of some kind. It's still going to be a delicate situation. So anything always helps, and I'm trying to educate people on what it is like to have a life after your loss, because you do live after your child or your loved one has passed away. And a lot of people forget that we are living every day on this bereavement journey and just trying to figure it out as we go. So I have no appointments this week or next week. My appointment is coming up in about 3-ish weeks, a little less than 3 weeks. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully they will set me up for my first ultrasound, which I'm hoping they can do maybe around 16 weeks would be great. 16, 17 weeks. I don't know, but I am going to ask. So it would be nice to be able to find out the gender a little bit sooner, just because it would make me happy, and it would be a great Father's Day surprise for my dad and my husband. So that would be super nice. And that's pretty much it. I only have 2 baby buys, and they're not even from me. My husband saw 2 books, and I just wanted to share them with you. I wanted to share them with you before I got off. So without further ado, let me show you these 2 books. So again, we're all for cute illustration. He got these at a store. They were $4. And they're by, I believe they're by they're by 2 different authors. I thought they might be the same author, but they're cute. They're like little bear books, and you can tell he likes animals. So the first one is Just One More Swim, and we love colorful illustrations. So I'm just going to show you like a page inside the book. That water just makes you want to jump in and swim yourself, and I love it. And I thought it was so cute because I've been getting books, and then my husband was, you know, helping me pick them out. But he's like, I got some books. I was like, what? You got some books? No. And then the other one is If Big Can, I Can. And it's cool because the book is kind of like, especially if you have older children and you're going to have a younger sibling, it's kind of like, it talks about all the things that bigger people can do, and the little person feels left out. But then they start realizing that there's things that a little kid can do, or in this case a little animal could do, that the big ones can't do. And they can hide, and they can have a little tent, and they can get in small places. And it's really cute because sometimes when you're little, you're so caught up on becoming big that you forget how fun it is to be little. And once you get big, you've lost that littleness, and it's, I don't know. I thought it was a really cute book. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the belly. I always try to make these quick, but they seem to be averaging about 15 minutes. So I really hope that you're staying and watching them. If not, let me know how I can condense it maybe when I publish these, because I won't be too far in. I'll be in the 2nd trimester, but I won't be like too far out there when you start seeing these videos. And I thank you so very much to my subscribers for your support and just the love that you show constantly on a daily basis. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will show the baby bump and talk to you next time. Bye. Shalaya, and I'm flawless with no makeup on today because it has been a struggle. But this is my 8-week pregnancy after loss bump date, and that's a mouthful. But anyway, I want